everybody. I'm going to talk to you today about my school planner for this year, 2019-2020. And before I show it to you, I want to talk about last year's school planner, which I don't think I ever did a video on. But what I did in this planner last year, which is an A5 Leuchtturm dot grid bullet journal. What I did last year in this has informed what I'm doing this year in this size. This is a Hobonichi Weeks size. So first thing I'm going to do is show you what I did last year. I've used so many different school planners. I'm a teacher. My school has an electronic lesson plan template, so I don't have paper lesson plans and I don't have to write them down anywhere. So really my school planner is more to keep my schedule straight. Not my classes, but to make sure I keep straight when I have parent conferences, team meetings, department meetings, when things are due like grades or paperwork that needs to be turned in, when after school events are happening. It's a lot. And so last year I came up with this system, and as I said, I used this Leuchtturm dot grid notebook. So in this type of notebook, all of the pages are just blank with a dot grid, and I created my own bullet journal out of it. So in the front, I didn't come up with this idea until October, so that's why it starts with October. I have all the months laid out. Up until I want to say April, because it got very busy at school and it took a long time to make these layouts. So I used square stamps, and I used number stamps, and I used decorative stamps and day of the week stamps, and it took probably a good hour or so every week, or every month rather, to set this up. So here was October's, followed by November, December, January, February, March, April, and I'm pretty sure I quit there. Yeah, I did. So for May and June, I just was writing things in a list. So I put all the months in the front so that I could forward plan. So if I knew, if it was, for example, I don't know, let's say that it was February, but I had a date for something that was happening in March, I had the March calendar and I could go ahead and write it in. So I like having all my months together. After the months section came my weekly sections. So I hit upon this idea early on, and it ended up working for the entire year. On the left side of the page, I have Monday through Friday, and I would put here appointments or dates or events that were day specific. So things that are written on this side had to be done on those days. So, you know, on this particular Monday, I had lunch duty, and at 3 o'clock we had a department meeting. On this particular Tuesday, I had lunch duty, and I had a girl who was going to stay after school with me. So I could see day specific what was going on. On the right side, I just set up a running to-do list. So these are items that needed to get done, but didn't have to get done on a certain day. So go through my SOL data, turn in the impact aid forms, pull the Unit 2 test data, change the IXLs for the week, complete items for the department meeting. Like, these things needed to be done this week, but not on a specific day. And then as I completed items, I would check them off, and then whatever didn't get completed, I would move to the following week. I'm going to turn on my fan. It's super hot in my craft room today. And so then I would set up the next week, and I would, you know, if there were things that didn't get checked off, I would put them at the beginning of the next week, and then just keep adding to it as the week went on and there were things that needed to get done. So this particular system I used for the whole year, and it was absolutely perfect. I edged the pages for each month in washi tape for that month. So like all the November months have this washi tape, or the November weeks rather. Thanksgiving week, I had a hello page at the beginning of every month. But this worked really, really, really well. There's February, March, April, and about midway through April, around spring break, it just got so busy at school and so busy at home that I just didn't have the energy to set this up every week. So stamping the little check boxes and just the dates and whatever, it just took a lot of energy. So I just started doing a weekly list and checking it off as I went. And then, yeah, here was almost the end of the school year, and then that was it. And then in the back, I kept notes from department meetings, team meetings, things like that. So the overall scheme was monthly, weekly, and then notes. And it worked beautifully, except for, like I said, in the spring when it just got so busy and I just didn't feel like taking several hours on a Sunday every week to set up the following week. I decided that this year I wanted to use something that was pre-printed. And so that's where this comes in. I love the proportions of the Hobonichi weeks, the tall and narrow. And I wanted to use something like it, but I had a week's planner and I hated the paper, that real thin, yellowy paper, and I hated the printing all over it. I felt like I had to cover everything up. So I went looking on Etsy for printables and I couldn't find anything, and so I ended up making my own. So this is a Foxy Fix Hobonichi megaweeks cover in Posh, Zoe Posh. And the reason I need the megaweeks is because I'm using Happy Planner mini discs. So I saw this idea on Instagram. The account name is Papery Love, and she even has some free printables on her website. I'll link those down below in case you want those. But her printables were very similar to the Hobonichi Weeks layout. So 7 days on the left and then the grid page on the right. But I determined that because this is my school planner, I don't need 7 days. If you look back at my last year, here's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and let me find a busy month. Here's March, February. So you see everything is written Monday through Friday because this is my work planner. And so Sunday was always blank and Saturday was always blank. And what's the point of even having that here if I'm not going to write in those days? So I decided to create my own inserts. So let me talk to you about my inserts first, and I'll talk to you about what I had to do to make it fit into this cover. So these are the first thing I did was I created monthly for the front, just like I have over here in my other planner. And you'll notice that I've only got 5 columns, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I took Saturday and Sunday off the monthly. There is a column here for notes, or honestly, this will probably be washi tape or decoration. Here is the August calendar done, so you can kind of see how I'm going to use this. Since this is my school planner, the teacher work week is the 19th, so I really didn't need the beginning of August for anything, which is why I used a bunch of decorative items here. And like I showed you, I washi taped here. I've got my days of the week across the top and my date dots. So this will be my monthly, and it's just so much easier to put down stickers, you guys. And I have enough of these printed out to get me through June. And then I just have a piece of decorative cardstock from the Cocoa Daisy kits. Another reason that I love making my own planners because I can use my Cocoa Daisy items to decorate. So this is just a divider, and then coming up is the weekly layout. And so let me show you a blank one of those. So the Hobonichi Weeks, the actual planner, if you've seen one, goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then there's a small note section at the bottom. And again, I was like, well, why do I need Saturday and Sunday if this is my school planner? So I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, a large box here for notes or decorative items, and then this is where I'll keep my running to-do list. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, decoration, running to-do list. And I'll show you, I have the first, the middle 2 weeks of August. So this is going to be our teacher work week. And what I'm really excited about is that I designed these boxes to fit Hobonichi Weeks stickers. So any Hobo sticker kits the vertical stickers, the date stickers will fit here, and the checklist stickers will fit here. These boxes are narrower than in the regular weeks, so the strips that you get sometimes in weeks sticker kits will be too long, but it's easy to cut it off. Better too long than too short. So I've just used, super crazy excited that starting in September, Cocoa Daisy is having Hobonichi Week sticker kits, and so I'm really excited about September because I can actually use sticker kits. What I did for these 2 weeks in August was I just used washi tape and date dots, and I stamped the check boxes again, washi tape and some stickers. So this is the teacher work week, and then the first week of school, and then this will be September, and I'll be using those kits, the kit from Cocoa Daisy. So this is going to be all my weeklies. And then I have enough of these in here, I think, to get me all the way to the end of school. So then here's the divider. And then for the note section, I've just got the blank grid. I used a free online generator for to make the grid paper, and I made it 1/8 of an inch, which is pretty close, I think, to the grid that's here. I did these in Word. You don't even want to know how much trouble it was. I've never made inserts before. I don't have Illustrator or any of the fancy software. And so I just thought I would do this in Word, and it took a lot of trial and error to get it. But so this all came from Word, so this is a pretty close. And then that's it. That's the whole thing. And I've got a little piece of vellum that I printed on top, and so that I can change out the decorations every month when my Cocoa Daisy kit comes. I can change out my papers and my stickers, and it'll be beautiful. So to make this planner fit in a Foxy Fix, because of the rings, it's pretty thick, and so you need the Mega Weeks cover. The regular weeks cover won't do it. And also, in a regular Hobonichi, the binding, would end right here where the pages are. But the discs add some width to the whole book. And if you slide it in as far as it will go with the discs on, which is about right there, the cover doesn't close all the way. So in order to make this work, I had to do a little bit of surgery on my Foxy. So here's the back cover. You can see I cut in about, I don't know, maybe 1/2 inch, maybe not quite, and then sliced down almost to this pocket, but not quite. So since this is unbroken, this whole back cover can still hold a regular Hobonichi, but if I want to put, so this allows the rings to slide in further. If I can get that cover over there. And then that allows, so the pages do go right up to the edge, but that allows for the cover to close perfectly without any problems. So this is what I'm going to be using for my school planner in the fall. I'm really excited because I can switch out covers whenever I feel like it, and if I decide to use a regular Hobonichi Weeks planner, it'll still work in here even with that back cut out, because as you saw, there's this bit right here and this bit right here will keep on the back cover of the planner will keep it from going in too far. So it'll go in just the same amount that it needs to, and I can use this now for either one. So there you go. Last year's school planner, this year's school planner. I'm super excited about this, and I'll be sure to do an update as the year gets on to show you how it's working. If you have any questions for me about how I did this, or you want to see, they've got some pictures coming here in a second, feel free to leave them down below. Meanwhile, I'll link everything that I can for you. See you later.